Shower Slipper Slim, a Southern legend in the Louisiana Department of Corrections. Rumor has it, when you hear his shower slipper sliding on the cold concrete, then it's your booty that he's after. And I've heard some terrible rumors on dudes who heard those shower slippers dragging, and their lives were ruined. This is the story. I first heard the rumors about Shower Slipper Slim when I made it to prison and I was in the cell block waiting to be processed through Hunt Correctional Center near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I remember there was a dude who was on the cell next to me, and in the evening time, after everything was locked down and we was basically locked up until the next day in our cells, he was telling me a story to pass the time. He says, "Say, youngster, you know about Shower Slipper Slim?" And all them old timers always have some kind of legend, some kind of story, or some kind of boogeyman that they want to tell younger inmates about. And I was like, nah, I ain't never heard of Shower Slipper Slim. The only one I had heard about at the time was Table Leg Slim. They were talking about Table Leg Slim in the parish jail. So I had not heard about Shower Slipper Slim until this moment. He said, yeah, youngster, back when I was your age, and this dude was about 25, 30 years older than me. So he had been in and out of prison since, I'm assuming, the 1970s. And he was telling me, yeah, man, when I made it in the Hunt way back in the day, man, he said, they had a dude named Shower Slipper Slim. And he said, the first time I came in contact with Shower Slipper Slim was in the dormitory. Dudes would be sleeping. It was late at night. Everybody was sleeping. But those new fresh fish would be in the dormitory with the covers pulled up to their chin and their eyes wide with fear, looking around because it's their first night in prison. And their eyes are going like this, wondering who or what is going to come after them, as if some monster would reach out from under the bed, grab them by their arms, and pull them underneath the bunk. And that's where you get stories like punks underneath bunks. But he said Shower Slipper Slim would know that everybody's sleeping except that scared fresh fish in that bunk. And he said he would drag those shower slides across that concrete, and all you would hear with them shower slides sliding. And if you know anything about prison and you've done any amount of time, you know the sound of shower slides sliding. You know the sound that they make, the different noises that they make when inmates are walking around the dorm freely to and from the phone, to the TV area, to the shower, just relaxing, wearing them shower slides. You know how them shower slides sound in the working cell block, when dudes are going up and down the tier getting their exercise. And you know how they sound when they drag back and forth when a man's in a 6x9 cell, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's the same dragging sound. Sometimes it drives dudes crazy. They're like, man, if you don't stop dragging your feet, I'm going to piss you down and shat you down. That's right, because dudes are trying to sleep. And some dudes are so neurotic that they can't stop dragging them shower slippers. And so dudes say, man, I'm gonna mix that pee and poo water and get on you. Because when you're in the cell block, extended lockdown or the dungeon, you can't get at each other. So dudes just go to, biological warfare where they throw poo and pee on each other and feces and other body increments. And they throw it on each other. They throw it on the free people too. Anyway, back to Shower Slipper Slim. So he says this little dude was a fresh fish, and them shower slides slid all the way from the front of the dorm to the back. That's right, Shower Slipper Slim came from the back of the dorm where he was sleeping right to this little dude's bed. And he said when that little dude never shut his eyes never blinked, he looked up and he could hear them shower slides sliding until he was staring right up at Shower Slipper Slim. I'm like, man, what happened, bruh? He said, you know what happened next. Shower Slipper Slim got in the bunk with the dude. I said, he got in the bunk with him. I said, it's a one-man bunk. He said, I know it's a one-man bunk, but when Shower Slipper gets in the bed with you, you just let it happen. I said, you let it happen? He said, nah, I'm not, you know what I'm talking about, youngster, man. Some of these dudes are scared. I said, I hear you, man. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I guess when I get up, because I'm still in reception. I'm waiting to get up the road. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to have to fight some dude named Shower Slipper Slim. And I know how the stories go. They're trying to scare you, and these dudes are legends, And so the next story he told me, he said Shower Slipper Slim had, went to the hole. And when he was in the hole late at night, Shower Slipper Slim would start pacing that cell, except he wasn't like other inmates. Shower Slipper Slim was a violent individual. And when he walked in the cell, he'd be in them shower slides. And one day, walking back and forth, a dude was out the tier, and he was getting his exercise. You get your exercise, they let you walk up and down the dorm. And he said when the dude walked up on the cell, he looked and Shower Slipper Slim was butt naked, only in his shower slides, walking back and forth, cheesed up. Staring at dude. And dude's like, hey, bro, you disrespecting me, man. He's back here. He rocked up. The dude said, he rocked up. He said, man, the dude was rocked up. He said, the dude said he was rocked up. Rocked up means you erection and you want to do something. Listen, I know this stuff sounds crazy. I always got to make disclaimers in my video because a lot of times people who don't understand prison and how prison life works and prison goes in general, they hear this stuff and they jump to conclusions that they can't quite grasp. If you're in prison, you don't get to change no rules. The rules are what they are. It's just the way it is. And every state has different rules. And in Louisiana, it's the Wild West and it's filled with booty bandits. So Shower Slipper Slim is standing there and the dude fell play. So Shower Slipper Slim and this dude went to going back and forth. He wasn't like the little white dude who was in the dormitory with the covers pulled up to his chin. This was a different little dude, built a little bit different. So he started peeing and pooing Shower Slipper down. And they said when Shower Slipper Slim got hit with all the increments of feces, he started rubbing on himself. Boy, I love you, boy. You heard me? I love you. I'm going to get with you when we get down that dorm. You heard me? I can't get to you because see these bars. But see, I'm built like that, boy. I'm built like that. You can't throw nothing on me and you can't tell me nothing gonna get to me. I love this. And he started boom, 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 with the other dude's increments on him. That's right. He was doing that. And then eventually they get back down to walk and him and the little dude got in a fight. They got in dude told me him and the little dude got in 3 or 4 fights. But Shower Slipper Slim never could respect the dude. The dude had to get to a point to where he said he shanked Shower Slipper. And when he shanked Shower Slipper, he said the dude, Shower Slipper, just was unfazed by it. He grabbed it, he licked his bleeding, and told the dude, you still mine. You always going to be mine. So I don't know what happened. That was the 2 stories he told me. But there was one other story he told me about Shower Slipper Slim that I never forget. And once you have a lot of time in prison, you remember the crazy stories that people told you. They're in here. They never quite go away. And sometimes they rear their ugly heads. And the dude told me Shower Slipper wouldn't just do that to weaker inmates, fresh fish, but he also did it to free people too, free women. So they have women who work in the prisons. And Shower Slipper would drag those shower slides, and sometimes the female officers walk up on shower slide, and he was still stood up. You know what I mean? Rocked up, staring at them women. Nothing on except them shower slides. And he would catch, S offenses. That's what they call it, an S offense. And it's a write-up. It's a pink slip. And then they take you good time. But some dudes don't care. They savages like Shower Slipper Slim. So if you don't want to run into people like Shower Slipper Slim, I guess don't go to prison. But here's the crazy part. A lot of the dudes like Shower Slipper Slim, and you could see on these YouTube streets, on TikTok, and everywhere, that there's a lot of individuals who were ex-cons and who were predators and booty bandits. They in the free world now. They let these guys out. These guys did 20, 30, 40 years. They back in society. And they looking for victims. So don't think just because you out here in the free world that somebody like Shower, and you going into the bathroom in Walmart and Racetrack, you don't think Shower Slip can come in there and still get you? They got all them dudes out there. All these booty bandits and predators are out on the street now. You got to watch your back no matter where you at. Don't let your children, get out your sight because you don't know who's around. And you got to be careful and be aware of what's going on with your surroundings. I know this stuff sounds crazy, and it is, but welcome to the Pen and the Shank, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube. Man, give me a like, subscribe, hit that hype button, and share this video. Go back and check out my other videos, man. Let's get it. Crazy stories.